Here's our test today. We're down in Tampa, it's 10 till noon, and Google Maps says that it's 34 minutes away. People always tell me, no way you can get brand new affordable homes that close to the city and in a good location. So we're headed to Wesley Chapel. Let's see if that's true. The timer's set, let's hit the road. Boom, 32 minutes flat. So yeah, affordable new homes this close to Tampa are real, and I'm about to show you 3 different builders right here in Two Rivers so you can see exactly what you can get. But I'm not stopping there. I didn't make the drive just to show you some pretty kitchens and stage furniture. I'm gonna give you the full insider breakdown, where each builder is active around Tampa, what type of buyer they tend to be a good fit for, and what makes them stand out from the pack. But is the juice worth the squeeze? Well, stick around to find out, because in my videos, I give you way more than what you're gonna find on builders' websites. Along the way, I'll drop insights like what kind of incentives we're seeing right now and why new builds like these might make way more sense than older resale homes in our market today. You've all been asking me to get back inside the home, so here we go. First up is Casa Fresca Homes, but I want to mention one thing before we get started. Affordable looks different to everyone based on the market and what you're used to. So don't just turn the channel on me without seeing all the options. I found options as low as the mid 200,000s for townhomes and as low as 300,000s for an entry-level home, but that's not where we're starting. We're kicking things off right here with 2 great floor plans from Casa Fresca Homes, which I would consider one of my favorite new home builders in this space. Let's take a look around and just go ahead and check out some of those features. With Casa Fresca, one of the things you're gonna notice with their homes is even at the entry level, you're seeing this fresh, chic look amongst their floor plans. Now, with their Bold series here, you're gonna see quartz countertops, LVP flooring throughout, but what really stands out to me is their layouts, their floor plans. So from entry level, they have economical, 1,500 square foot, 3-bedroom homes, all the way up to these monsters that are right over 3,000 square foot with 5 bedrooms, a loft, an extra flex space for home. They really do a good job with their floor plans, and their features coming in at entry level, you're really gonna appreciate. The Azure and the Gabriella are 2 popular floor plans with Casa Fresca, but just know, just in this neighborhood alone, there are around 10 floor plans ranging from $365,000 to $555,000 and up to over 3,000 square feet with 5 bedrooms plus. There is something for everyone with Casa Fresca, and I told you, I will always give you the best info. So one thing that's not even on their website yet, this builder listens to the masses, and they just rolled out with the Esperanza floor plan that is a multi-gen model. In recent years, we have seen the multi-generational option be a standalone winner amongst families, not only because of affordability, but with a ton of folks relocating to Tampa, many families move in together and take advantage of multiple incomes within the same household. The Esperanza comes with 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a study. And as we check out the floor plan, I want to point out right off of the 4th bedroom, there's an extra living space, which is perfect for creating an in-law suite. Believe it or not, this floor plan, it's been selling under $500,000 lately. Now, I've consistently ranked Casa Fresca as a top tier 1 builder in my past videos because as a local builder that's originated right here in Tampa, their reputation is everything. From quality build to top-end service, they consistently deliver. So let's quickly check out where they build in the Tampa area. They definitely have a presence in the northern suburbs. In fact, if you're getting started with your home search and you're focused on the Wesley Chapel area, they're getting ready to roll out with 3 new communities: Pasadena Woods, Pasadena Ridge, and Pasadena Landing, which, by the way, will not have a CDD fee for those of you where this matters. Then down south, you'll see them wrapping things up in Hawkstone and Lithia and starting a new community, Davis Landing, in the Waimama area. Davis Landing will be another community with no CDD fees, and while the prices are not yet posted on their website, just know that this area will be a more affordable option than what you're seeing right here in Wesley Chapel. The suburbs around Tampa aren't just affordable, they're building full lifestyles. Master plan communities in places like Zephyr Hills, Wesley Chapel, and down south give you pools, they give you trails, schools, shopping, everything right inside the neighborhood, or at least nearby. So in many scenarios, you don't have to drive into the city unless you want to. And here's the kicker. Not every suburb is priced the same. The exact same floor plan might cost less in Zephyr Hills than in Wesley Chapel or vice versa. And that's why these suburban pockets are winning. They give you options to match your budget and the lifestyle you want. Wow, look at this loft. I mean, with kids, this is like the perfect setup. But folks, I want to pause things right there. If along the way in today's video, you catch yourself thinking, wow, there is just so much to know when shopping for a house, I want you to grab my contact info. It's right there on the screen. Reach out to my team as we want to be your Tampa real estate team of choice. This next builder is Meritage Homes. And in addition to an affordable quality build, these guys are known for one thing: efficiency. From insulation to smart systems, they build to save you money on utilities, not just on your purchase price. Now, Meritage Homes is one of those builders that gives you versatility at this entry level. For example, right here in Two Rivers, they have a few floor plans from 3 different levels to tour. The Essex floor plan from their classic series, which we're in right now, features 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and 2193 square feet, and it's priced from $430,000. Then there's the Signature series with homes like the Jasmine, priced right over $500,000 with almost 2,500 square feet, and homes all the way up to 4,000 square feet in this series. But what about affordability? Well, that's where the Premier series comes into play. Homes like the Canyon start right at $319,000, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, right here in Two Rivers, which is a premier community. In fact, 4 of the 5 floor plans in this series are all under $400,000. So the next time someone says you can't find affordable new homes, well, show them this and they will become believers. And folks, I still haven't shown you the incentives on these homes, but I will in just a little bit. Now let's get back to what Meritage Homes delivers on. Even at the lowest level with that Canyon model we mentioned at $319,000, you're getting 42-inch cabinets and granite or quartz countertops in the kitchen. But let's talk about this Jasmine model we're in right now with the Signature series. At just over $500,000, they're offering a 3-car garage, which is huge for growing families or for those that want the extra storage. This home has a large primary suite with a massive walk-in closet, a total of 4 bedrooms, plus a flex space that could be an office or bonus room. You'll also start to see upgrades like taller 8-foot doors, tray ceilings, and in the kitchen, quartz countertops and built-in wall ovens. But let's talk about Meritage Homes' specialty: building energy-efficient homes. They focus on the month-to-month savings with things like spray foam insulation and high-performance HVAC systems for temperature regulation. Low E windows, LED lighting, Energy Star appliances, and weather-sensing irrigation all help keep the bills down. Then they give you total control with smart features. Their connected home automation suite allows you to control your video doorbell, smart door locks, garage door, thermostat, and more, all from your phone. These homes are not about flashy, it's about bang for your buck, and they definitely deliver. Similar to Casa Fresca, you're gonna find Meritage Homes in Wesley Chapel and San Antonio in the north, and down in Palmetto and Parrish in the south. But this next builder coming up is all about giving you choices because they literally build everywhere. On the way to our next stop, let's go ahead and talk about what affordable new builds really offer. You're not getting giant lots or super luxury upgrades at this price point, but you are getting brand new systems, modern layouts, and the peace of mind of low maintenance, at least for the first several years. That's why these communities work so well for busy families, first-time buyers, even relocators. You get a full neighborhood lifestyle with pools, trails, and amenities without constantly running back into the city. And an added bonus is that these amenities within the community make it so easy to meet your neighbors and make new friends. Now, don't forget to hang around because you have to see some of these builder incentives right now and why these new builds might actually be a better option than a resale. This next one is basically a household name: DR Horton. They've got one of the biggest footprints in Tampa Bay, and the advantage here is simple: availability. If you want something affordable and move-in ready, they usually have it. Because many of you have probably heard of DR Horton at some point, I'd like to point out something that I learned along the way. Their product is different in Tampa. In places like Texas or even North Florida, like in Jacksonville, DR Horton's homes are stick builds, where here they are more focused on standing up to the elements, and they are one of the only builders in the area building all block homes. Even their 2-story homes. So take that into consideration. If you've heard of them before, it may not be what you're used to somewhere else. My clients have had great experiences with DR Horton over the past few years because not only are they everywhere, but they have the most options of floor plans. For example, right here in Wesley Chapel, you can go to the Towns at Woodsdale and find a brand new 3-bedroom townhome for $265,000. You can also come to Two Rivers, which we're in right now, and find an entry-level 3-bedroom home right at $300,000, or let's talk about the biggest fan favorite, the Camden, which we're headed to in 1 second. This floor plan is easily one of the top sellers because similar to what Casa Fresca just rolled out with that Esperanza model, the Camden is a true multi-gen floor plan, and I've been selling this thing for years. This model starts off right around $530,000, but get this, it comes with a 3-car garage and the perfect separate living space for the multi-gen wing of the house. You heard that right. First level guest suite with its own living quarters. The kitchen has quartz countertops. The layout, it's perfect. Dining, kitchen, great room, open concept, and the master suite is spacious with a soaking tub. This is a perfect true multi-gen home option, and with close to 2,800 square feet, the Camden is a top seller. Similar to the other builders, DR Horton is what you see is what you get kind of builder. You don't get to change the layouts, etc., but you are getting everything included, and there are a ton to choose from. In Two Rivers right now, there are 2 sections. There's Archer and Northwater, and between the two, there's over 15 floor plans to choose from, plus a new section coming soon called Hammock, and that's gonna offer 5 more floor plans with 4 to 5 bedroom homes. But let's not only focus on Two Rivers, because check out the map. You can see they have communities everywhere from Land O'Lakes to Wesley Chapel and down all the way to Parrish. If a suburb has new construction, DR Horton is there, and they are consistent across the board. If I was looking at new construction and I wanted options, they would always be on my list to check out. Next, I want to stack these builders head to head, but before we do, let's talk about the real money moves, the incentives. Builders right now are competing hard for buyers, and that means you've got leverage. You'll see things like closing cost assistance, rate buydowns, flex dollars for upgrades, and even paid design options in some communities. Here in Tampa, quick move-ins are especially prime for these deals, and in some cases, you're getting all of that on top of red tag specials. As I'm filming this, there's some wild deals coming across my desk. So for example, DR Horton, they just launched their red tag sale. On quick move-ins, they not only reduced the price, but they're also offering 3.99% for FHA loans and up to $25,000 towards closing costs, plus $10,000 in flex cash for conventional buyers. They're tackling the market head on, lowering the rates and keeping upfront money in your pocket. Then you've got Casa Fresca. They're running similar setup with price drops on move-in ready homes and a 4.99% fixed rate. And it's not just the affordable builders that are doing this. Even on the higher end, MI Homes has been offering up to $130,000 in savings on select move-in ready homes, plus 6% towards closing costs and the option to choose 2 free upgrades. These are deals happening right now across the market, and it shows how competitive Tampa's new construction space really is. But here's the kicker. These incentives change fast. They can be seasonal, community specific, and sometimes they disappear within weeks. So if you're even a few months out from buying, reach out to my team early. We'll help you track who's offering what, so when your shopping window opens, you're walking in with the most up-to-date leverage. Which brings us to the moment you've been waiting for. Let's lay these 3 builders side by side and see who's really giving you the most value and what each one's known for. Let's line these builders up side by side because they all bring something different to the table. Casa Fresca is your style pick. They're the local Tampa builder that says, hey, affordable doesn't have to look boring. Clean lines, fun colors, solid value. They're all about personality without breaking the bank. Then Meritage Homes. These guys are your energy savers, foam insulation, smart systems, and a lower power bill every single month. They're not trying to be flashy, they're trying to save you money long term, and that's a pretty good flex. Then there's DR Horton, the everywhere builder. Biggest footprint in Tampa Bay, tons of inventory, and if you want something move-in ready like yesterday, this is your team. And remember those incentives we just covered? That's the wild card. A home that's $450,000 from Casa Fresca might be neck and neck with a $420,000 Meritage Homes once you factor in rate buydowns or flex cash. Just using it as an example. So who's the best builder here? Well, it depends what matters more, your vibe, your bills, or your move-in date. And that's why it helps to have someone like me keeping tabs on this stuff every single week, because the deals are always shifting. And while we're here, there's one last big question that I want to answer for you. Why might new builds actually make more sense right now than resale homes? One thing buyers don't always realize is that new builds can actually make more sense than resale homes in Tampa right now. And here's why. You're getting brand new systems under warranty, lower insurance costs because of updated building codes, and no surprise repair bills in year 1. When you add in builder incentives in today's financing offers, a new build can end up being the safer, smarter financial move compared to a 20 or 30-year-old resale. I can argue all the time why a fixer-upper and forcing equity is my favorite, which I actually did in this recent video, but that's not always in the cards for folks, and it's definitely not the more affordable option. So what's the next steps for you? And this is so important. Reach out to my team. I say that as the first step because if you walk into some builders without your realtor, you may not be able to have them represent you after the fact. Builders, they're gonna play that game. And make this note, it does not cost you extra to have an agent represent you. The builders, they're paying us. It's already built into the plan. So if you're trying to figure out which area is best, which builder is quality, and where you should even start, our contact info is right there on the screen and down in the description. Reach out to my team because we want to be your Tampa real estate team of choice. And hey, if you're still in the planning stages, no sweat. Still reach out to us as we can introduce ourselves and go ahead and watch this playlist I've put together for you so you can get a better feel for what living in Tampa is actually all about. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.